Very good evening and welcome, friends. This Sunday evening, the fact that you're watching News Sunday shows how seriously you take what's happening in and around you. So let's try to bring you the best. Friends, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal is being interrogated in custody by the Enforcement Directorate. His arrest 2 days back seems to have galvanized the opposition space outside, with the indie bloc parties deciding to hold a mega rally on March 31st. This kind of joint big protest planning did not happen on issues like the electoral bonds, or Sandesh Khali, or inflation, or the caste census dear to Rahul Gandhi. Why? Not even on the arrest of K. Kavita in the same case. With what face is the Congress joining these protests, given that it was their complaint which provided a trigger for the investigation, culminating with Kejriwal arrest in the liquor gate? Then there are interesting questions like what happens to the Aam Aadmi Party if the Chief Minister has to abdicate? In favor of whom? There are questions of the BJP also about agencies. Not new, but have to be asked. So the debate we are going to have tonight is Kejriwal arrest going to be one last trigger for opposition unity, or another squandered opportunity ahead of elections? And that's the weekend debate tonight. Would Kejriwal arrest crystallize opposition unity, and to what end? Let me bring you the headlines first. Is Kejriwal arrest? Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal issues orders under ED custody to Water Department via a note. BJP slams the move. The BJP alleges Tamil Nadu minister used expletives against Prime Minister Modi to approach the Election Commission next. Lalu Yadav with Sant Tejaswi in Delhi for seat-sharing talks with the Congress party. Big buzz over KRP PMLA Janardhan Reddy's next move. Speculation rife that he might join the BJP. Day after holding CEC meet, the BJP is all set to release the fifth list of candidates. In fact, it has, and that's going to be breaking next. JNU elections held left leading in 3 out of 4 posts as counting underway. All right, big breaking development, in fact, before we go to the debate, which is, ladies and gentlemen, that the BJP has released its 5th list of candidates. Big names coming in. Naveen Jindal, who joined the party or is resigned from the Congress a while back, is all set to contest from Kurukshetra. Kangana Ranaut, Bollywood star, is going to contest from Mandi. And Jitin Prasada is going to contest from Pilibhit, which means Varun Gandhi's ticket has been cut. Varun Gandhi, the sitting MP from Pilibhit, is not going to be there this time because the constituency has been handed over to Jitin Prasada, who had come over from the Congress party some time back. Big names: Kangana Ranaut, Naveen Jindal, Jitin Prasada, finding their names in the BJP's 5th list, which has been released just a while back. And we get you more details of those who find their names in the list. From Patna Sahib, Ravi Shankar Prasad is repeated. From Ara, R.K. Singh, Minister of Energy and Power, is repeated. From Sambalpur, Dharmendra Pradhan. From Begusarai, Giriraj Singh, both repeated. From Dumka, Sita Soren, remember she had joined the BJP just a couple of days back. Sultanpur, Menaka Gandhi continues to retain the constituency, but his son, Varun Gandhi, of course, being denied from Pilibhit. Sambit Patra is going to contest from Puri. He contested from Puri in 2019 as well. BJP releasing 5th list of candidates, and Arun Govil, the Ram of Ramayana series, is going to contest from Meerut. From Ghaziabad, Atul Garg is the candidate. Remember, this is the seat of General V.K. Singh, who has just about an hour back announced through a post on X that he is not going to contest. And these are some of the big names of the BJP, the fifth list being announced, and a total of 111 names there from about 10 states: Bengal, Uttar Pradesh, Telangana, Sikkim, Rajasthan, among others. So that's BJP list. We'll analyze that. But let's go back to the debate that we were having, ladies and gentlemen. He was once a crusader against corruption. He rose to power in 2013 on clean politics plank. He went on to promise the people of Delhi a graft-free sarkar. But now his journey as a so-called Kattar Imandar has hit a roadblock in the ED lockup. Even as we speak, the Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal is being grilled about the kickbacks, the South cartel and the alleged hawala transactions in the Liquorgate probe. But the question is, can Kejriwal run a government while being under arrest? Here's a report on the developments of the last 24 hours, and then I come back with a panel of guests.
Kingpin, kickbacks and South nexus. The Enforcement Directorate cornered and arrested the Delhi Chief Minister on Thursday night from his official residence in civil lines. Remember, the court has also remanded him into a 6-day custody with the Enforcement Directorate. Now, even as he continues to remain in ED custody, his ministers Atishi and Bharadwaj continue to decry the arrest. And in the midst of a political outcry, Arvind Kejriwal allegedly issued his first order from jail to the Water Department.
आज भी गिरफ्तार होने के बाद भी अरविंद केजरीवाल जी सिर्फ दिल्ली वालों के बारे में सोच रहे हैं, दिल्ली वालों के कामों के बारे में सोच रहे हैं। और आज मैं अरविंद केजरीवाल जी की तरफ से आपको ये आश्वस्त करती हूँ कि दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल भी आज भी दिल्ली की पूरी व्यवस्था को निगरानी में रख रहे हैं और दिल्ली वालों की देखरेख कर रहे हैं।
But what we have to note here is that the directive has fueled BJP's attack against the Aam Aadmi Party because of various factors. Multiple questions have been raised by the BJP. Manjinder Singh Sirsa slammed the theatrics and went on to level a serious allegation. He alleged that the letter presented by Delhi Minister Atishi was fabricated.
ये केवल और केवल सहानुभूति लेने के लिए कर रहे हैं। जब इनके पास कुर्सी थी मुख्यमंत्री की, तब तो इन्होंने पानी और सीवरेज की चिंता न की, तब तो लोगों को शराब बांट रहे थे, एक के साथ एक बोतल फ्री में दे रहे थे। और दूसरी बात, अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ईडी की गिरफ्त में हैं, वहाँ परिंदा पर नहीं मारता। बताइए अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को कैसे पता चला? जो कह रहे मुझे पता चल गया, पानी की सीवरेज की प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, मुझे पता चल रहा है। भाई कौन पता बता रहा है आपको, बताइए।
In fact, Aam Aadmi Party has also spawned protests across the country against the centre, terming the arrest politically motivated. Amid all the drama, Aam Aadmi Party has vowed to stage multiple protests. On March 26th, they plan to lay siege to the Prime Minister's residence. And on March 31st, the Aam Aadmi Party workers along with their India allies will protest in Delhi's Ram Leela Maidan. AAP has also linked the arrest to the upcoming Lok Sabha elections while calling it a bid to suppress and derail Kejriwal's poll campaign. Slamming Aam Aadmi Party's narrative, BJP MP Manoj Tiwari claimed that the people of Delhi know the reality on the streets.
दिल्ली अब आपके ऊपर विश्वास खो चुकी है और मेरा पूरा विश्वास है कि आज उन्होंने जो स्वयं स्वीकार कर लिया कि पिछले 9 साल से दिल्ली की व्यवस्था बद से बदतर होती गई है, फिर अब आपके लिए सहानुभूति का कोई भी न तो शब्द और न ही कोई प्रदर्शन आपको देखने को मिलेगा।
Meanwhile, AAP Minister Bharadwaj tried to deflect the matter by raking up the electoral bonds case.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी के खिलाफ ये आरोप नहीं है हमारा आम आदमी पार्टी का। हमने प्रूफ दिखाया है, एविडेंस दिखाया है। ये बात इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया की वेबसाइट पे स्थापित कर रही है कि प्रमुख आरोपी शरद चंद्र रेड्डी, जिनको किंगपिन बताया गया एक्साइज मामले का, उनको अरेस्ट करने के बाद भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने 55 करोड़ रुपए का चंदा लिया है।
With Arvind Kejriwal refusing to resign as the Chief Minister of Delhi, the question is, can the Aam Aadmi Party government run like this from jail? And is there any truth to BJP's allegation that the letter from the Chief Minister is forged? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
All right, welcome back again, and joining me in this conversation, Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP, Binay Singh, political analyst, leans towards the right. We have Nikhil Jain, political analyst and advocate, leans towards the Congress party. We have Ravula Sridhar Reddy, spokesperson of the BRS, and pro-TMC advocate Niladri Bhattacharya. But I would want to begin with Ravi Srivastava, joining in the debate after a gap. And he leans towards the Aam Aadmi Party, and that's the reason why I'm starting with you, Ravi Srivastava. You get to open it, play it responsibly. We have good 45 minutes for the conversation. Ravi Srivastava, you think that while there might be some procedural or legal argument in favor of Arvind Kejriwal, there is an ethical argument for continuing as Chief Minister, but there is an ethical argument, Ravi Srivastava, for him to have abdicated and given the role of Chief Minister to somebody else till the time that he is being questioned.
Abhishek, good evening, and good evening to the guests as well. So, the democracy has been, I would not use killed, I use the word culled. Democracy has been culled. And where is the morality? Where is the fear? Where is the law? It's a free for all in the country going on by BJP. I have one question to the BJP person, whosoever is representing. Day before yesterday, while giving the remand, Honorable Court said that in the court, ED said that we want to establish the money trail. Now the money trail has already been established. So you are yet to establish any money trail because you don't have any evidence. Your entire thing is based on the hearsay. Somebody said, I bet him, somebody gave 30 crore to somebody, somebody gave 100 crore to somebody, and somebody met somebody somewhere, etc., etc. There is nothing concrete, incontrovertible evidence. But there is an incontrovertible evidence that Bharatiya Janata Party took 59 crore rupees from Sharad Chandra Reddy, the then MD of the Aurobindo Pharma, and allowed him to avail the bail, made him an approver, and after 6 months they released him from the jail altogether. The money trail is established. That money trail goes to the doorstep of the BJP. Now there is a case against the president of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Shri JP Nadda, to reply it. And because they have a track record, their president, while being a president, was caught on camera taking 1 lakh rupees from in the defense deal, and he was tagged and removed.
Ravi Srivastava,
so this party cannot take a high moral ground on corruption for any reason.
Ravi Srivastava, the question was not of BJP, the question was of Aam Aadmi Party. I can still give you exactly 10 seconds if you want to review what you said, because you said in the opening that where's the question of morality, because it's a free for all. You think Arvind Kejriwal subscribes to this free for all, no question of morality argument, Ravi Srivastava?
I'm not a spokesman for Arvind Kejriwal. I'm giving my own analysis of the particular case.
You are a defender of Arvind Kejriwal on this debate?
Everything happening here unprecedented. The CBI chief is removed at 1:30 in the night. A deputy chief minister takes oath at 5:30 in the morning. A prime minister says that this is a naturally corrupt party, Mr. Ajit Pawar, and next day he is made the deputy minister. So where is this morality?
Ravi Srivastava, you are deflecting my question. I gave you 10 seconds to review whether you agree with your own statement there is no
These
question
facts
of
are in the
morality
public domain.
now because it's a free for all.
It's a free for all. Free for all means free for.
He's been going on and on.
You have
Okay,
got 95%
thank you so much.
opposition leaders
Okay,
in the
thank you so
jail.
much. Now
You have
Sanju Verma gets to
seized-
respond because you have asked a
seized,
straight
you have
question of the
frozen
BJP
the
representative.
account of the largest opposition party in the country.
Okay, you got
today,
your 3
the
minutes of
Congress.
opening, Ravi Srivastava. I had
What
planned
else
1
is
minute.
there
You
than
got 3 minutes
free
left.
for all?
Okay, fair enough.
It's
Let
a
Sanju.
democracy.
Abhishek, I need to speak now.
Sanju, it's a
Without
free for all,
being
but he importantly asked the Sharath Reddy question which you should respond.
Abhishek, I will respond to every allegation, but I need my time because I did not heckle Mr. Srivastava. Thank you so much. First and foremost, on this, reckless and baseless allegation, democracy खतरे में है under नरेंद्र मोदी, लोकतंत्र खतरे में है under नरेंद्र मोदी. तो जो लोकतंत्र की दुहाई देते हैं, जो गणतंत्र और डेमोक्रेसी के सूरमा बने फिरते हैं, I will give out some facts for them and consume these facts because this will showcase your hypocrisy. The date was 27th February 2002, the Gujarat riots. Narendra Modi was then the Chief Minister, today the Prime Minister. He was hounded, he was maligned, he was attacked, he was targeted for 20 long years. The Supreme Court gave Narendra Modi an unconditional clean chit saying there was no criminal conspiracy by Narendra Modi in June 2022. और देखिए गजब बात तो ये है, even after Supreme Court has given Narendra Modi a clean chit, there are people on debates who continue to cast aspersions at Narendra Modi's credibility. और ये लोग बैठकर बीजेपी को नैतिकता पर भाषण देते हैं. Second, Abhishek, the date was 26th November 2005. A man called Sohrabuddin Sheikh was killed. For 13 years, Amit Shah faced trial, faced abuses, was humiliated. He was asked to leave his own state of Gujarat. And finally, the Supreme Court gave Amit Shah a clean chit in 2018 after the Bombay High Court had already given him a clean chit in 2016. But people like Harsh Mandar were not satisfied. Finally, the Supreme Court said Amit Shah is not guilty in the Sohrabuddin Sheikh case. And my last point with respect to the dynasty and this, corruption angle is this. The date was 6th December 1992, the Babri Masjid demolition. It was in 2020, after 28 years, that the Supreme Court finally gave a clean chit to Uma Bharti, Murli Manohar Joshi, Kalyan Singh, the former CM of Uttar Pradesh, who's no more, and LK Advani. LK Advani ने कभी नहीं कहा ड्यूरिंग ट्रायल लोकतंत्र खतरे में है. नरेंद्र मोदी ने ट्रायल के दौरान कभी नहीं कहा डेमोक्रेसी खतरे में है. अमित शाह ने ट्रायल के दौरान कभी नहीं कहा डेमोक्रेसी खतरे में है. And the final point on this Sarath Chandra Reddy thing, I did some homework and my limited point is this. You say that Sarath Chandra Reddy gave money to the BJP after there was an enforcement directorate raid on him and Aurobindo Pharma, and that is the quid pro quo. But my limited point is this. There was also an income tax raid in 2019. Go and check the facts on Megha Engineering and its 3 subsidiaries. None of these subsidiaries of Megha Engineering have given a single naya paisa to the BJP. The biggest beneficiaries from Megha Engineering are the DMK, the TMC and the Congress party. Future Gaming's Santiago Martin. He was raided by the Enforcement Directorate in 2021. But the biggest beneficiary of Santiago Martin's charity, or should I call it generosity, is again the DMK and the TMC and the Congress and its allies, not the BJP. यदि डर से पैसा देना होता, तो Santiago Martin ने हमें पैसा क्यों नहीं दिया? मेघा इंजीनियरिंग ने हमें पैसा क्यों नहीं दिया?
Can I respond, please?
Okay, fair enough. No, Ravi Srivastava, you're not. No, I'm not giving it to you as of now because we have to get others also involved in the debate. You will get your chance to respond. These are opening comments. And I would want to go to Mr. Ravula Sridhar Reddy. Mr. Reddy, obviously you have to speak in support of Arvind Kejriwal, obviously because your own leader K. Kavita is also there in ED custody in the same case. But you think you envy him a bit because the kind of opposition solidarity that has come out of pouring in support of Arvind Kejriwal did not happen in the case of your leader Kavita?
There is nothing to feel envy or something about it. we have enough strength to fight this particular case because we already have termed it. The arrest was illegal. The case was fabricated, and this is nothing new. We have been saying this from the day this case is booked on Kavitaji. So this entire case of Delhi liquor policy is, fabricated. It is to harass BRS party and the opposition leaders, whether it is op in Delhi. So all the statements today ED is putting before the court are oral statements given by the accused and approvers. So this is, I already have mentioned many a times, this is a case similar to a 2G spectrum, interrogation, rather investigation of the past, where a case was filed in 2010. And in 17, all the accused acquitted. If you really look at the verdict given by the Honorable Judge O.P. Saini in 17, clearly he mentioned this case, the statements given by some oral statements, wrongly read, misread. Okay. So, similarly, today also, nowhere the evidence are found, but based on the statements, every other day, you are actually arresting, one more leader or one more, whomever you call them as accused or suspect, whatever. So we will fight the legal battle, and the investigation definitely will go on. And we have the, trust on the legal system, judiciary of this country, our nation. And yes, we will come out clean on this. So who is supporting us? Who is not supporting us? India is coming in support of somebody. End of the day, this particular case, whether they may not be naming in BRS party or Kavita, but whichever political party today opposing these kind of actions from the ED at the base of the central government, automatically is a support to us.
Okay, so basically what you're saying is that since you are on the same side, you have no option but to support this call for opposition unity. But Nikhil Jain, how piquant the situation of the Congress party is, Nikhil Jain. One would say you pity the Congress party because it was one of the Congress party petitions which sort of got the ball rolling in terms of investigation in the liquor gate, ultimately leading to the arrest of Delhi Chief Minister. We understand that in politics, double standards are kosher, but this must be a bit egg on the face coming as it does close to elections.
Absolutely not, Abhishek. What the Congress party did was level an allegation against the Chief Minister of Delhi for his alleged involvement in the excise policy scam. The BJP, the ED, started inquiry into the matter. They sent Mr. Kejriwal various summons, which he declined, seeking to know from them whether he's an accused or a witness. What happens is that on the 3rd of January 2024, well after all the state elections are done, the ED issues him a
The petition does not say alleged involvement. Nikhil Jain, the petition of the Congress party makes a specific charge. It does not say alleged scam, alleged role,
Sanju has had a say. Can I make my point at least without an interruption from you?
Yeah, I was just...
On 3rd of January 2024, the ED, Arvind Kejriwal skips the third summon of the ED. The ED was in its complete right to arrest him for skipping the summons. However, the ED waited up until mid of March 2024 after the declaration of the Model Code of Conduct in order to arrest a man. And the beautiful thing is that the ED says that we have money trail leading up to Arvind Kejriwal and the Aam Aadmi Party. Very well, if they have the money trail, present it to the people of India. But instead of that, what we have is a money trail from the person who was said by the ED to be the kingpin of the matter earlier. We have a money trail leading from that person to the BJP, a money trail established of 60 crores, which, by the way, I must thank the Supreme Court of India for bringing it out to the notice of the people of India when it reprimanded the State Bank of India and asked them to make public the details of electoral bonds. Had it not been for the Supreme Court, the public would have never known that the money trail in this matter was actually leading up to the BJP and the Hafta Vasuli nonsense that they were doing. Also, Sanju very conveniently says that Modi ji and Amit Shah and all of these leaders were acquitted by the courts. Let me remind her, I think she's well averse of the basic principles of law, that in criminal law, everybody is deemed innocent until proven guilty, and they can be proven guilty only when that is done beyond a reasonable doubt. The same metric was applied to Narendra Modi, to Amit Shah and all the others. However, what the BJP has done is introduce an amendment into the prevention of money laundering and given the presumption of guilt on an accused, given the burden of proof on an accused. Furthermore,
I'll
they
let
have
you
made
do that,
changes to the
Sanju, but
effect that an accused would not even be told
Nikhil.
what charges are being leveled
No,
against him, and
he's
he will have to
spoken
prove that I
against
am
Prime
innocent.
Minister. I need to come
What
in.
sort of criminal law is that? Now, the Sanju will
Nikhil,
very
Nikhil.
conveniently say that the Supreme
While you
Court
are
has
saying
appealed
that you
all
are
the opposition parties
innocent
Abhishek, let me complete my
until
point.
proven guilty.
No, innocent
Quickly.
until proven guilty is the standard procedure of criminal law, but the BJP reversed it with the amendment in the PMLA Act, where every accused is now presumed guilty until they prove themselves innocent in a situation where they don't even know what the charges against themselves
May I come in,
are.
Abhishek?
The Supreme Court just a couple
I
of
have to
days
again
ago
come
has
in. The
wrapped
Supreme Court has upheld that amendment. The Supreme Court has upheld that amendment, Nikhil Jain.
Abhishek, I'm coming to that. I'm well aware of it. You know I'm a lawyer. I'm well aware of that. The Supreme Court has recently made a strong comment against the ED that you can't keep on, you can't keep people in jail indefinitely without any trial, without any charge sheet. But that is what the ED is doing. So far as the Supreme Court upholding the PMLA amendment is concerned, when all the opposition parties had petitioned the court, the judge who did it was Justice Khanwilkar, who is now the Lokpal appointed by a committee, which is where the majority is held by the Bharatiya Janata Party or the central government, as you may like to call it. And that is the problem. That is the quid pro quo. And I'm not the only one raising these questions. A bunch of people are.
Okay, Nikhil, you made your point.
It's not kosher. Before Sanju says it's not kosher to raise allegations against a man who was once in a high judicial office.
Okay, Nikhil, it can't be unending.
The Supreme Court has also given an order saying it is.
Sanju, don't interrupt. I am handling that.
Without any precedent.
No.
Without any precedent. Without any reason. If a man is playing quid pro
Nikhil,
quo,
you had
I have my complete right to raise my voice against him, as do the opposition parties of the country.
Okay, Nikhil, you dodged the question successfully. My question was, is it not an embarrassment for the Congress party that you have to come out and support the same Kejriwal?
Arrest everybody. Freeze the bank accounts of the largest opposition party of the country.
Can you please
Okay, Nikhil Jain. Now let me put a googly to you. Okay, Nikhil Jain. Nikhil Jain.
All you can do is to tell Sanju Verma to maintain
Abhishek.
the other parties.
Nikhil, valiant attempt at hiding your embarrassment. Sanju, hold on.
Absolutely
Nikhil,
not.
valiant attempt at hiding your embarrassment. But it is unending. Listen, while you are valiantly defending the Congress position, you know there is a leader called Ravneet Bittu. He is a sitting member of Parliament of the Congress party. Have you heard his views on Kejriwal arrest?
The Congress party, Abhishek, stands firm on the process of law, on the due process of law, on the rule of law, and to put a sitting chief minister in jail without a conviction from a court of law, no matter whether he's done the scam or not, is not how this country operates. If he's done the scam, prove it in a court of law, throw him behind bars, by all means. But you can't throw behind bars.
Nobody is saying, including Sanju Verma, that Arvind Kejriwal has already been convicted. So you don't digress from the conversation we are having, and the conversation we are having, Nikhil Jain, essentially is that it took the arrest of Arvind Kejriwal for the opposition to make an attempt at opposition unity. And that's something we are discussing.
Absolutely
Binay Singh,
not, Abhishek,
you think
absolutely
that electoral
not. The
bonds was
opposition
not
has been
something that
standing
could trigger
firm
a Ramlila Maidan rally? You think inflation was not an issue that could trigger a Ramlila Maidan rally? You think unemployment was not an issue that could trigger a Ramlila Maidan rally, bring opposition together? But Arvind Kejriwal arrest is, obviously, there are skeletons in the cupboard which the opposition doesn't want come out. Binay Singh.
The skeletons are in the cupboard of the BJP.
Yeah, Nikhil, 1 minute. Abhishek, the point of the matter is that according to Nikhil, the person is innocent till proven guilty. So Kasab was hanged after 4 years. After that, what happened in Mumbai? So when he was charged with that, crime, he would have been sent to Rome 3 and he would have been then put into jail at the time of hanging. What the hell is this? And the second thing is that, Abhishek, that let them make hue and cry. But I agree with one of my fellow panelists. He said that I have trust in law. But according to Nikhil, he doesn't have trust in law. They don't have trust in any institutions, including the judiciary. So he just now put a question on Mr. Khanwilkar.
The Supreme Court.
He was a justice. He was on that chair. So if the person is on that chair, you must
as was Justice Bandyopadhyay, who has now joined the BJP.
You are questioning not just his judgment, you are questioning his authority, you are questioning the judiciary. And this is a practice. There is a history of that. There is a history sheet of that. You demonize the institutions, you demean the institutions, you demean and demonize the country also. And whenever it comes, you go by the narrative of the foreign media. So this is what you are. And again, you are proving the same.
Yeah, okay.
So trust in the courts. If you don't,
okay, both Sanju Verma and Ravula Sridhar Reddy want to come in. Okay, both Sanju Verma and Ravula Sridhar Reddy want to come in, but I have not been able to get in Niladri Bhattacharya. So let me just ask one question to him and then I come back. Just let me ask again Niladri also for his opening comments. Niladri, I'm just rephrasing what the opposition argument is essentially, and then you respond. What the opposition is saying is that there is no level playing field. Most of the opposition leaders are targeted. K. Kavita of the BRS, Arvind Kejriwal of the Aam Aadmi Party, Hemant Soren of the Jharkhand Mukti Morcha, and many leaders of the Trinamool Congress also, of course. Right? But I would say that, are you also suggesting that there is no level playing field in the courts? Maybe there is no level playing field in the ED for the argument's sake, let's assume. But are you also suggesting that there is no level playing field in the courts? The lowest court of the country to the topmost court of the country, bails are denied in all these cases?
No, I don't agree to that. What I feel is in courts we always have a level playing field. The law regarding PMLA is absolutely different, and that is where the accused faces a problem. In cases of corruption, normally what we have seen, the CBI, when it takes up, the burden of proof is on the investigating agency. But in the ED case, in the PMLA case, what happens, the accused has to prove a burden of proof, which becomes very difficult given the present conditions of the judgments which has come from the Supreme Court, especially after Madanlal Chaudhary's judgment, where it is very difficult for an accused to prove his innocence. But having said that, what we are seeing today is that all the maximum cases of enforcement directorate is always targeted at the opposition leaders. We are seeing this. This is a trend. Accept it or don't accept it, but it is there. The statistics is there to be shown. But as far as the courts are concerned, the law is the same for everyone, and there is always a level playing field. But also one more thing, Abhishek, what I wanted to say is this.
Okay, Sanju Verma, the level playing field argument is essentially about the agencies
run the government
and
from the court.
The provisions of PMLA, not the courts, because courts obviously interpret the law as it exists. But the opposition says that mostly these are opposition leaders who are being targeted by the agencies, and PMLA provisions as they exist obviously put the onus on these leaders to prove, and that's why these long periods of incarceration and the denial of bail.
Abhishek, I have one
yes,
to you.
That is correct. But having said that, there's a recent judgment of Supreme Court which has come, which the court has very clearly said that you cannot keep a person. There has to be an end to the investigation. You have to see ED arrest when there are reasons to believe to arrest, and when there is a money trail. But you cannot keep
there might be some audio issue, Sanju, hold on. I'm asking Mr. Bhattacharya, Sanju Verma is responding to what you said.
Abhishek, I'm not here to
there seems to be some audio issue there. Mr. Bhattacharya is not getting me also. Okay, now he is. Sanju, go ahead.
Yeah.
There was some audio issue. Go ahead.
Yes, I need my time because, I'm not here to listen to unwanted, reckless allegations from the other side. And, speaking of level playing field, let me say this very clearly. I'm not talking of republic. I think I do a zillion debates every week, and it is always one versus all. There will be 6 people from the opposition. There will be one BJP spokesperson, Sanju Verma, और उसके बाद भी the opposition starts playing the victim card. हम victim हैं, हम victim हैं, हम victim हैं. So let me just say that victimhood is in the DNA of the opposition. I'll come to the more important point. Nikhil made some very pertinent points. XYZ does not know law, Sanju Verma does not know law. I don't need certificates from anybody. I will just say this. Some of the most pertinent amendments to the PMLA Act of 2002 were made in 2005 when the Congress was in power, when Manmohan Singh was in power, when Sonia Gandhi's kitchen cabinet was in power. And what does the PMLA Act say? 3 very important things. A, if you look at section 17, 18, 19, they talk about the definition of the PMLA Act, and the enforcement agencies have suo motu powers of search, seizure and arrest. Then you have section 24 of the PMLA, which talks about reverse burden of proof. You are guilty till proven innocent when PMLA cases are slapped against you. Normally, jail is the exception and bail is the norm. But in PMLA cases, bail is the exception and jail is the norm. And despite the Enforcement Directorate having the powers to arrest Arvind Kejriwal after he refused to comply with the third summon, the Enforcement Directorate gave Kejriwal a long row. He was arrested.
I have
he was
only one
arrested.
question to
Let
ask
me finish, then you can rebut me. I did not heckle you, please.
I have only one question to ask to the country. If that is so, what stops you from
I'll give you that opportunity, Mr. Bhattacharya. I will give you that opportunity, Mr. Bhattacharya. Let Sanju complete. Sanju, quickly. The PMLA argument has already been settled. The Supreme Court has upheld the law as it exists. So obviously, you know, you can repeat that, but it's been already said. Sanju, complete your argument.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Abhishek. Just quickly, the most important, section of the PMLA is section 45, whereby the accused cannot be given bail because PMLA offences are non-bailable and cognizable. इतना सब अरविंद केजरीवाल के खिलाफ होने के बावजूद the Enforcement Directorate was very patient. और अब आप क्या कहते हो? Enforcement Directorate is draconian. Why did they arrest him after the MCC was applied? यदि इसको तीसरे समन के बाद अरेस्ट किया जाता, then they would have said, come on, he's the sitting Chief Minister. Could you not have waited for the fourth summon? Could you not have waited for the fifth summon? But the most important point is this, Abhishek. I will just finish in 30 seconds. Money trail of 338 crore has been established. Money trail of 338 crore has been established in the Delhi liquor scam. ये संजू वर्मा, नरेंद्र मोदी या बीजेपी नहीं कह रही. This was said in the October 2023 judgment by Justice Sanjeev Khanna and Justice S.V.N. Bhatti. As far as quid pro quo is concerned, the ED has clearly said that between Arvind Kejriwal, Aam Aadmi Party and K. Kavita, there was a quid pro quo of 100 crores, whereby 100 crores was given by K. Kavita as bribe through Vijay Nair to Arvind Kejriwal and his confidants
Sanju,
in lieu of taking a 32.5% stake in Samir Mahendru's Indo Spirit. के कविता ने 100 करोड़ का ब्राइब दिया और 32.5% स्टेक मिल गया के कविता को इन समीर महेंद्रू's company. So quid pro quo is also established. Mala fide intent is also established.
Okay, Sanju, you got your 30 seconds and little more.
Second, you give me. First of all,
okay, I am having a different debate.
Abhishek, BJP spokesperson should not throw the tantrum here. We are all
let me frame my question, Ravi Srivastava. You see, I am having a different debate. I am not getting into merits of who took how much money, how much, where is the money trail, PMLA, etc. Ravi Srivastava, listen to me. You know, it's not just about PMLA. Ravi Srivastava, listen to me. Ravi Srivastava, listen to me. Ravi Srivastava, you're not listening to me. Have you come to only listen to Sanju Verma and not me, Ravi Srivastava, since you are coming after so many days?
We are all equal here.
Okay, Ravi Srivastava, listen to me. You know, I am not getting into merits. Who took how much money from whom, that the courts would decide, the investigation would take us there. I am not getting into PMLA, etc. also. Ravi Srivastava, listen to me. Because, you see, for the PMLA argument, there is also this argument that Manish Sisodia has been denied bail in IPC and Prevention of Corruption Act also. So it's not just PMLA, right? Obviously, there must be some substance. But my question is, Ravi Srivastava, and make an attempt to give an honest answer. Like Caesar's wife, shouldn't Arvind Kejriwal be above suspicion? And if yes, should he not resign till the time that he is under investigation? Ravi Srivastava, try an honest answer.
Absolutely not. This is unprecedented that a sitting Chief Minister has been arrested. This is historical. This has never happened in the history of the independent India. This has been created by the BJP who wants to finish all opponents at any cost. This is their dreaded attempt to finish everyone. The Congress, they have frozen the account. They cannot meet their election expenses. What kind of democracy we are in? You have got Anil Masih, who is taking
okay, that's you are repeating your answer.
Supreme Court.
This man is always
Ravi Srivastava, you are repeating your answer.
That's a
8,250 crore.
Ravi Srivastava has a bad habit of always being out of
giving the
syllabus.
licenses. They did a fraud of 3.78 lakh crore. And it is all around social media. But
okay, Ravi Srivastava, hold on. I have to get, okay, now let me get, okay, Sanju Verma, you got your chance. Don't get provoked by Ravi Srivastava. Ravula Sridhar Reddy.
I'm not getting provoked. I'm showing him the mirror. I'm showing Ravi Srivastava the mirror.
Abhishek.
High-handed
okay.
here. Nobody listens to it.
Sanjay ji was saying, the money trail
Fair
was
enough.
established.
Okay. Ravula Sridhar Reddy.
Yeah. Abhishek.
Yeah, Ravula Sridhar Reddy, you wanted to make a point. Quick.
It was said in the statement, it is tentatively established. Number one, they are saying the money trail is established. Number two, somebody was questioning how come, I'm not supporting Congress party or somebody, but how come Congress can come and support Arvind Kejriwal as he opposed you in the past? On CM Ramesh, I just got the information. I think BJP's 5th list of Lok Sabha MP candidates, Mr. CM Ramesh, now he's given MP ticket from Anakapalli in Andhra Pradesh. Once Mr. GVL Narasimha Rao, in October 2018, he made a statement, he is Andhra Malya, evaded hundreds of crores of taxes, and he has ED, CBI, IT cases. And Mr. GVL Narasimha Rao, Rajya Sabha member and spokesperson of BJP, complained to the Ethics Committee of Parliament saying that please remove them. Now today, the same CM Ramesh, after joining BJP, now that the washing machine...
That's a different debate, Ravula Sridhar Reddy, if I could, You made your point, but you see, the BJP taking all sorts of people, giving them tickets from Naveen Jindal to CM Ramesh, of course, has been with the party for a while. Naveen Jindal, Ashok Chavan, obviously, that's a different argument, Ravula Sridhar Reddy.
Wait a sec.
I am discussing more important aspects of
Abhishek,
opposition politics in the backdrop of Arvind Kejriwal arrest. The debate is whether the debate is Ravula Sridhar Reddy.
Cases on opposition leaders are common, and give jail for them is an exception. Cases are common on opposition leaders, but cases on ruling party leaders are an exception. The other rule is different. So why this double standard? Binay Singh.
Sanju, you have Binay Singh on your side. Let Binay Singh also get one opportunity to, take on this argument that, again, I have discussed it earlier. Sanju has already responded to it, but Binay Singh, this argument just keeps coming back in a circle, that ultimately it's about opposition leaders. Nobody who aligns with the BJP gets this kind of royal treatment, royal treatment, if you will.
I am in Jharkhand, Abhishek. So what happened here? They are taking names of Hemant Soren. There is a chat between Hemant Soren and a Dalal named Binod Singh. That chat is in public domain. You must see what the CM was doing. He has given this state machinery to some, Dalals, middlemen. That's why he is in jail. And the domain, all the documents are in public domain now. You can see that. What happened to Mr. Kejriwal is not because of what BJP did and what ED did. That is because just what Mr. Kejriwal chose to do. Kejriwal came, riding a horse of, anti-graft movement. And look the way he has, he has gone. And the second thing, in the last day debate I mentioned.
Yes, that's a very important argument you put in, Binay Singh. All those leaders of the anti-graft movement who were there with Arvind Kejriwal at that time, we have seen the statement of Anna Hazare, Nikhil Jain, Prashant Bhushan silent, Yogendra Yadav silent. Many of those people have no connection whatsoever with Arvind Kejriwal and his Aam Aadmi party, obviously. But you see, there is a reason why the Congress party should be opposing or should be not supporting Kejriwal but opposing him, Nikhil Jain. Wherever the Aam Aadmi party has grown, Nikhil Jain, They have grown at the expense of the Congress party alone. Delhi, Punjab, Goa, Gujarat. Everywhere, wherever the Aam Aadmi Party has made electoral inroads, it has been at the expense of the Congress. Sandeep Dixit understands that, Ravneet Bittu understands that. Only Rahul Gandhi, who's a little higher in the air, not on the ground, perhaps does not get it. Nikhil Jain, you should get it.
No. Abhishek, Sandeep Dixit, Arvinder Singh Lovely, who's the Delhi Congress president right now, both of them have come out in support of Mr. Kejriwal right now. And their point of support is the fact that a elected sitting chief minister has been thrown in jail without any conviction from a court of law. I would repeat, if Mr. Kejriwal has done the scam, by all means convict him, throw him in jail. But you cannot subvert the process of law. You cannot subvert the process of democracy and throw an opposition leader during elections.
I'm on a political argument, Nikhil Jain. You all just deflect the question. Why can't you take honest give honest answers to some important questions which set the narrative and the debate? You see, I am discussing the politics of the opposition space in the light of the arrest of Arvind Kejriwal. For example, what happens to the Aam Aadmi Party in case a court instructs that Arvind Kejriwal has to resign? Then what happens? We are discussing that. It's an interesting conversation, but you want to deflect that. Both Ravi Srivastava and Nikhil Jain don't want to give an honest answer, I'm afraid.
I am giving an answer to the question that you asked, Abhishek, and the answer to the question is that yes, the Aam Aadmi Party is a strong electoral rival of the Congress.
Sanju Verma, one by one. Sanju Verma, hold on. Sanju, no, this is bad. Nikhil, nobody is listening to anyone. Nikhil, pull back. Nikhil.
Damage.
Nikhil, Ravi Srivastava is on your side. You are speaking over him. Sanju is not speaking. Nikhil. Okay, BJP is subverting democracy, but I am discussing the opposition space. I am discussing this very interesting question. You know, if Mamata Banerjee tomorrow, for example, for health reasons or otherwise, has to abdicate, she has an Abhishek Banerjee, right? If Sharad Pawar has to abdicate, he has Supriya Sule. I mean, in every party there is a structure. Ravi Srivastava. If K. Chandrasekhar Rao abdicates, he has KTR, he has K. Kavita whenever she comes out.
Whenever the need will
If Arvind Kejriwal tomorrow is asked by a court of law to abdicate, who he would abdicate to is my question. It's an interesting political question. Please answer.
This is absolutely, Aam Aadmi Party has got a perfect
I'm not worrying. As a political journalist, I'm interested.
All layers of leadership available there. You don't have to worry about it.
Quickly come in?
If situation arises, there will be a second line of leadership available.
I need to quickly
arrest you.
Okay, Sanju Verma, you will respond, but Niladri Bhattacharya wanted to make one quick point. You wanted to clarify something, Niladri Bhattacharya. Please do before I go to Sanju Verma. Niladri Bhattacharya.
And the party will survive.
See, as on today, the opposition is in tatters. There is no opposition, India bloc, whatever you call it. Because of the reason that whatever was left of this India bloc has been now broken by this arrest of Kejriwal. But having said that, as you have said, that no court on earth has the power to ask Mr. Kejriwal to abdicate because the law is in his favor. You can't, there's no provision which stops the PM from being run from jail. Law and morality is on a different side. Morality doesn't come into the law. Law has a level playing field for everyone. But as on today, the question remains is that 99% of all the matters are against only the opposition parties and not of the ruling parties. It is a common fact that if you are doing opposition, the CBI, ED, IT may come into your door and knock it at any point of time. Let's accept the fact and let's
Sanju Verma, you get to respond now.
Thank you. Abhishek, forget what the BJP is saying, and forget even the fact that the Supreme Court has not given a clean chit to Sisodia and Sanjay Singh, or that the Delhi court refused to stay Kejriwal's arrest. Let us talk about the CAG. The CAG is a statutory independent constitutional body. While Chapter 5 of the Constitution has tremendous powers under Article 148, 149, 150 of the Constitution, and the CAG has said that Kejriwal's faulty liquor policy scammed Delhi's taxpayers to the tune of 2,500 crores and more. मतलब Delhi court गलत है, Supreme Court गलत है, CAG गलत है, सिर्फ अरविंद केजरीवाल राजा हरिश्चंद्र का तीसरा अवतार है. ऐसा नहीं होता. Now you listen because I did not interrupt you. You know, somebody here said XYZ, was a lawyer. He left and joined BJP the next day. XYZ was a, bureaucrat, and then he joined the BJP. Let me tell you something interesting, Abhishek. Prasoon Banerjee was the IGP of Raniganj range. He left on March 9th, 2024. And on the 10th of March 2024, Trinamool Congress gave him a ticket from Malda to contest. इसलिए बीजेपी को नैतिकता पर भाषण मत दो. My last point is this: there is a mala fide intent, there are proceeds of crime, there is a money trail. Arvind Kejriwal's arrest is completely in line with India's legal jurisprudence and the law of the land has prevailed. आप जितना भी victim card खेलोगे, ना खाऊंगा, ना खाने दूंगा. ये मोदी जी ने कहा था, we will de-institutionalize corruption because the Congress, the Aam Aadmi Party and the TMC have institutionalized corruption. हम आपको अपनी मनमानी करने नहीं देंगे. ना खाऊंगा, ना खाने दूंगा. It's not a slogan. We live the talk, we talk the talk, and we walk the talk. When it comes to having zero tolerance for corruption,
Sanju.
और बात रही हेमंत सोरेन की, just 1 minute. You know who is the person who deposed against Hemant Soren? It was the Deputy Commissioner of Sahibganj, Ram Nivas Yadav. It was the Deputy Superintendent of Police of Sahibganj, Rajendra Dubey. So there are witnesses, Dinesh Arora, Vijay Nair, Samir Mahendru. They have all spoken out against Arvind Kejriwal. Arun Rawalchandra has spoken out against K. Kavita.
Okay, I want Ravi. Okay, Sanju made a point. Sanju made a point. Okay, Mr. Bhattacharya, I can see both Nikhil Jain and Ravi Srivastava and of course Ravula Sridhar Reddy want to make a point. I am left with last 3 minutes. So I'll give 45 seconds each to all three of you. And before I, go to Binay for the last word and then wrap up. Nikhil, please respect the time limit. 45 seconds, quickly.
First of all, on the CAG, Mr. Murmu, who's the CAG right now, for somebody who handled the 2002 Gujarat riots case, I'm not going to say anything beyond that. Secondly, what I'm trying to say and tell your viewers is Vinashakale Viparita Buddhi, when Narendra Modi thinks that he is not going to win the 400 par or even the 300 par, he is pulling out all his guns, he's pulling out his election department, he's pulling out all his hats in the various institutions that he's managed to put in. And he is going around arresting opposition leaders while his own party members are deserting. They are not
Nikhil, you're done. Nikhil, you're done. Ravi Srivastava.
The other parties.
No.
Karnataka, Gujarat, Rajasthan, BJP,
Nikhil,
Congress party.
Nikhil, it's unfortunate that while you say that it's a free for all and there is no question of morality.
I don't say there's no question.
Okay, Sanju, let Ravi Srivastava. Ravi Srivastava, 45 seconds quickly.
We are being quoted with the CAG report. Please understand that the CAG has also given a report on the 2G scam, which was subsequently...
We are the worst economy.
I am not able to get anything. 4 people speaking at a time. You're done.
And the rations from the government. And you say we are the 5th largest economy. This Prime Minister has sunk the economy of this country.
We are of course the 5th largest economy. Ravi Srivastava, what are you talking? Okay, Ravula Sridhar Reddy. No. Okay, Ravula Sridhar Reddy. You have 45 seconds. Ravula Sridhar Reddy. I am left with just 1 more minute. Ravula Sridhar Reddy.
Abhishek, making allegations, booking cases based on CAG reports is actually a big joke. I mean, if that has to be taken, can ED and CBI can book cases on those chief ministers or council of ministers in respective states where CAG reports, found faults with, many other issues. CAG reports are only observations. They don't know, many of the spokespersons speaking from BJP, I don't think they have any experience working in the government. CAG
Sanju, we have not yet reached that stage. Sanju, you raised the issue of CAG, he is responding to that. But Mr. Reddy,
the most corrupt party in the country.
Mr. Reddy.
Taken 60 crores.
Okay, Sanju, please don't take the... Sanju,
One has to.
you brought in the CAG argument. Now everyone is responding to that, but I don't want to do that. You see, we are not discussing CAG for God's sake. We are not discussing the merits of the case for God's sake. The agencies are still investigating. And remember, Mr. Reddy, remember Ravi Srivastav, remember Nikhil Jain, that the CBI is still to get in the picture. The CBI is still to get in the picture. Remember, in the case of both Kavita and Arvind Kejriwal, the CBI is to get in the picture. They are also investigating the same case, and that's not under PMLA, by the way. It's under the Prevention of Corruption Act and the IPC. It would be interesting to watch out how this really pans out. It's really unfortunate that we had many of the panelists suggest that there is no question of morality involved. The only defense that can be given is Burana Mano Holi hai. Otherwise, that's not a good thing to say. On that note, thank you so much, everyone, for sparing your Sunday evening and joining us on this debate. Both the panelists, Sanju Verma, Binay Singh, Nikhil Jain, Ravi Srivastav, Rabula Sridhar Reddy and Niladri Bhattacharya, and of course the viewers. Thank you so much. Short break, news and breaking continues, and Arnab Goswami is back with the debate tomorrow 9 p.m.